Hello everybody and welcome to today's live walkthrough Let's Play series of the original Final Fantasy VII, a PlayStation 1 game. We're playing the updated PlayStation 4 version. Where we left off, we had just managed to do the heist and getting 2 of the huge materia. Today's episode, we are going back, as you can see just in the screen up here, we're going back to the Steel area. We're going to go check on Tifa and Cloud. Then we've got a fight as we do that with one of the weapons. From that, we have another little bit with Cloud that we're going to get done today, which will hopefully leave us ready for next week to go towards doing the rest of the hunt for the huge materials, as well as side missions before we move into the end game process. So we'll crack on and start getting this going. First thing I mentioned, the fight that's going to come up against Weapon. It's not a out and out fight to win. There is a time scale where if you last a certain time, the fight will be over. Also, if you get rid of and it uses all of its MP, which is magic, that will end the fight, as well as you doing enough damage. The weapon itself does a lot of earth-based type magic, so it is advantageous. Actually, we'll just do a little bit of... It is advantageous to have elemental on a defensive bit combined with one of your earth-based stuff. So here we have Yuffie showing the example with elemental Titan. Another thing you can do is... Do we have any... We don't have any Tetra arm guards. You can get them from Cactus Island. Don't have any of them, but yeah, you put that on and that helps you mitigate some of the damage that the weapon's going to do. Another material to make sure you have on is steel. Now we could have steel, we could have mug on, both perfectly fine. You know, I think we'll go for mug. We'll make sure we do a little bit more, a bit of damage while we're stealing. Where did we have mug? Well, we normally have this in order. Steel. See, this is the reason why I say you should always keep everything sorted in order. Ah, there it is, mug. Right. Got mug on, so we'll do a bit of damage while attempting to steal. And that's because the weapon we're going to fight has a ring, which is the cursed ring. I think it's the second one you should be able to get by now. I think we might already have one. Double check. Don't have one, but I think this is the second one you can get in the whole game, so go and get that. That's basically it for there. So we'll enter into Medeal. Now this, I'll say, is your last chance as well to go to these buildings where you got this woman with a chocobo. Speak to her. Make sure you speak to her in every single shop. So we're going to double show that. You also got her chocobo. Can't we speak to the chocobo? Come on. Her chocobo wants mimic greens. Give it a mimic green. And give it a... You know, normally, like the first time you did it, we've done it in a previous stream. Give it a mimic green, then stroke it behind the ear. You get the magic pain. But you need to make sure in each one of these shops, prior to fighting weapon, that you speak to this woman. This would be the last chance you have to speak to her in each one of the shops. We've already spoke to her in every, but I just want to show. You've got those 2 shops there, and then you've got another shop down here. And make sure you speak to her in all them. You can always tell the shop that she's in, because the music is the chocobo music. And once you've spoke to her in all 3 shops, when whatever happens next to the town happens, she's available with all items and stuff still to buy. Otherwise, you won't be able to get them. Next thing you want to do is go into this house. Now, you couldn't enter this house earlier. Got this guy with his dog. On the bed, you'll notice there is an elixir. Grab that elixir, then go to leave. Stops. Because basically, we are trying to steal the elixir. And then Sid just goes, you know, we'll have more use of it than that guy. The guy just calls us odd and tells us we can have it. With that done, also, I will mention this as well. I'm not sure if this is available after. Make sure you go up. If you haven't already done this, you should have done this prior to this bit. Go up, speak to this person here, and they'll give you an item. Now, interact with the dog, you know. These say in the they give you a bit of backstory about Cloud, like what's happened so far in that. So you go in here, speak to the nurse. Goes on. Tifa's looking tired because Tifa's been here non-stop by Cloud's side. But she also heals us up, which theoretically you don't really need because probably should have healed up before coming here. But you know, never know. You might have been outside grinding some AP and some XP. You know. Go here, speak. The Cloud's unchanged. Go here, then we can get speak to Tifa. And something happens. Get warned by Cloud first time. Coming. They are coming. Yep. What the hell is going on? You can speak to people, but they have nothing to say. You go outside. Everything's going nuts. The live stream's going crazy. Yep, the live stream is starting to blow up out of the ground. And then, so we tell Tifa to go get Cloud. And we're going to sort out whatever happens out here. What happens is, as she goes in, Sid runs over. Ultimate weapon is flying around. That's right, then it comes down to fight. Remember what I said? Ultimate weapon will do some earth-based magic. It will also do an ultimate beam. You hit, basically, start doing the normal tactic that we've been saying to do all the way through. So, you do your big guard, and you do your regen. The Yuffie's gonna mug. Sid's hitting with a regen. Out with a big guard. Now after trying to steal Curse Ring, don't be overly fussed if you don't get it. And a good technique after you get the steal the ring. There, we stole the ring. A good technique now to do is magic hammer it. Actually, we're going to hit with a Q3. We'll hit with another magic hammer. So what magic hammer does, it starts taking its MP off it. If you keep taking its MP off, it will end up leaving because it can't cast. Go. As you see, 2 magic hammers. The MP's gone. Fight's over. It's left. That's how quick and easy it is to get through that fight. As long as you have magic hammer, which is an enemy skill. You actually get magic hammer from the little grass creatures from over the Wutai area. Yep, Yuffie swears next time it's dead meat. Yuffie, I still think Yuffie's great. We think the live stream's settling down, but it hasn't. It erupts. The whole town is going to get consumed by the live stream. We got to get out of here. What about Tifa and Cloud? Don't have time to worry about them. We have to run. So we run and escape. Sid obviously shouts over, and then you get a little cinematic coming. Tremor's getting worse. So she goes, right, we're going to have to get Cloud out of here. Tells them to leave. Come on, Tifa. Looks like she can't take it. Hurry. Grabs him. You get the little cinematic. When they go outside. Yeah, here. There she goes. Go on, Tifa, you can make it. There goes the hospital. There goes that building at the back that you would have got the elixir from. There goes these shops down here. But they're falling. They're falling in the live stream. For those that don't know, the live stream is the concentrating of basically life energy, where beings' consciousness go when they die in the game. Concentrated forms is what forms the Mako, which is the stuff that we use for magic, summons, stuff like that. It's also what Shinra mining from the planet in order to make energy. What happens is this goes down, and then you get to a part where Tifa's in the live stream, Cloud's in the live stream, and then Tifa has to try basically putting Cloud's mind back together. Yep, so she lost Cloud. She goes, Cloud, where are you? How does she think? Stop, back, and she starts running around, and she ends up coming across basically like a flashback memory bit of the water tower from Nibelheim. That's a little descent. That part there, it wasn't that she was going nuts. It was just everything speaking to her in her head. Here she is. This is the part of the live stream that's technically also connected to Cloud's memory. See him all over the place. If you're inside a dream, inside your subconscious. Searching, aren't you, Cloud? Yep. What happened is, after everything with Cloud finding out about the experiment and that he was created, he's trying to piece together his life. Go, you can speak to them. If you end up going and speaking to the wrong one, nothing happens. See? Then you go up. 5 years ago, the gates. That's how it all started. This is where we find out about this. And this time, Tifa starts mentioning stuff. Right, it's probably best to start there. Speak to him again, he just says the same thing, so you run up. Go have a look, Cloud. No, it's not going to be easy. I'll be here for you. Zooms in. I mean, I can't wait to see this, like, proper done up in the new remake. Cloud, look. Nibelheim, how it was 5 years ago. Well, Gramps is in. The only truck in town, a town with one truck, you know. That's when you know you're in Nibelheim. Speak to him. 5 years ago, so now this time, Tifa's trying to fill in whatever she knew. 5 years ago, 2 men from Soldier came. Sephiroth and a young and vibrant soldier. Can you tell me again what happened? Because obviously Cloud knew all this happened, even though he wasn't there, and he wasn't prompted by Tifa. How does it feel? 5 years ago, I saw the real Sephiroth for the first time. First time back in your hometown. How does it feel? Never had a hometown. About your parents. Cloud was speaking to him. So this is the base, Sephiroth. Tell the truth, but she never liked him. Good judge of character, our Tifa. Alright, let's go. Remember a foreboding about him. And in walks people. Now this is what Cloud mentioned. It was 2 soldiers and Cloud. We know that wasn't the truth. Sephiroth even showed it wasn't. Now Tifa is confirming no Cloud. I've been hiding it some time, afraid that if I told you something terrible might happen. But I'm not going to hide anything anymore. This is where she tells him Sephiroth was correct. Cloud wasn't the one that turned up 5 years ago. Obviously, Tifa waited, thinking Cloud was coming. And Sephiroth turned up with Zack. I mean, the member of soldier who came to Sephiroth was Cloud. Wasn't. Nothing I can say. You must find the answers yourself. If you can't, then take your time, Cloud. Slowly, little by little, okay? But obviously, she's like, well, I know it wasn't Cloud that turned up. The main question is, how did Cloud know? Wish. That's the last one, actually. So, yeah. The promise. I'm starting to well. Promise. What if the memory was all a lie? Don't hurry, Cloud. Don't answer too quick. Checking all those small emotions back, little by little. Right, like the sky that night. Heavens were filled with stars. And if you actually think back, when Tifa mentions the promise, she never fully nudges him into what happened there, and he seems to recall it all. In the beginning, okay? I remember Cloud. Come on, Cloud, you can remember. Yep, little Cloud was sitting there swinging his feet. Little Tifa in a little dress. I was wearing these clothes. That's you, too. So small, then. Yep, little Cloud. Tifa's about almost the same height as what she was as a kid. That's what once said. Cloud made up his memories. I listened to my stories. You imagine this guy? No. Remembered it. Yeah, because he never mentioned it. The night, the stars, gorgeous. It was just Cloud and I walked at the well. That's why I kept thinking you were the real Cloud. Yeah, because he knew about it, Tifa. He knew. I still believe you're the Cloud from Nibelheim. You don't believe in yourself. Memories aren't enough. See, so Tifa's trying to put together in her head where Sephiroth said none of those memories are true, the Tifa thingied. But the fact that Tifa never actually fully told him those stuff. Different from a memory. Hard. That's why it must be fake. Call up that memory. That's it. What about some memory that has to do with me? Yep, that's it, Tifa. If I say something, you can't remember it. If you say something, I remember it too. Yep, that's right. So it's one of those things, like the old trick. Make sure that you're you say something about me telling you anything. Now that you mention it, why did you want to join Soldier in the first place? I always thought it was a decision. Devastated. I wanted to be noticed. I thought if I got stronger, someone would notice. Someone like who? Yeah, exactly, like who? Tifa. Tifa, did you forget about those days? And there's little Cloud. I'm sorry, what are you talking about? See, Tifa even forgot. Now this is where Cloud mentions something in the past Tifa never brought up or never even hinted to. Important to me. Hate to say it, but very important memory. Want to see it? Yeah. Go with little clouds of this one. That's the thing though. Not sure how they're gonna, because they might do it similar in the next part of the remake. But the fact that in the remake you get that little part where Cloud has a little flashback of a young version of him, Tifa, in Nibelheim. You know where this window goes to? And I'm not on about the well scene. I'm on about the scene during the first reactor, where Jesse mentions about Tifa. Ah, Tifa's bedroom window. Cloud, what's your memory? Yep, it's Tifa's room. This is where we got the orthopedic underwear. Oh, it's his first time there. To look up from the outside. That's because Tifa and all the other kids in the place never liked Cloud. Think he wants to come in? Yep, it was the first day you came to the room. Lived next to each other, never used to hang out, never used to speak. Only since you were children. Always thought we were close. And always thought we were close. But you know, they were never close actually. They're not that close. Now you mention it, I don't recall you ever being in my room. But always used to have her own group. Yep. Tifa had her own little gang and Cloud wasn't part. Got all childish, having every little stupid thing. Or we used to even take the pick out of him, you know. Do it. Children then, no excuse. I know. Cloud was the one, you know. Really wanted to play with everyone. They'll never let him in the group. Little tag along. Later, he started thinking different. That he was different from immature kids. Why he ended up wanting to go to soldier. Maybe. But I mean, yeah, so if he stopped thinking, but that might happen if he hung around. That night I asked Tifa to come out to the well. I thought to myself Tifa would never come. She hated me. So sudden. It was a bit of a surprise. Yep. And now Tifa's realising that when they were growing up and all that, they were never close. They were never like great friends. After he left town, thought, yep. Once he left, then she started thinking about him. So his real reason for leaving, because he never fitted in back in the town. And obviously, Tifa not probably remembering that, but Cloud remembers it. Which shows that what Seth Roth originally said was wrong. This was the day Tifa's mum died. What happens is they end up going up the mountain. Wondering if there was anything beyond that mountain. Many people died trying to climb it. No one's ever crossed it alive. I think as a kid, she just wanted to see if her mother was there, so she set off. But as she set off, farther she went, more and more of her so-called friend groups got a bit scared, turned around and left. As you see with these two here, I think he carries on, I think the other one leaves. There you go, little backtrack, little backtrack there, little runaway. But as the others carry on, Cloud, who wasn't even part of the group, turns up and he goes over and he tries to fit in, tries to be one of them. No? And obviously, crossing the bridge, I think next two then turn around and leave. Yep, see, they've agreed to leave. Now leaves Tifa by herself, walking towards the reactor. We already know there's potential monsters around. Hal couldn't allow that, so we ran after her. I don't remember the path I walked. Tifa missed a step. I ran to her. Didn't make it in time. Right, both fell. Back then, Cloud only scraped his knee. Tifa was in a bad shape. The problem was, because it was just the two of them, everyone blamed Cloud. Cloud, why did you bring Tifa to a place like this? What the hell is the matter with you? Even though Cloud has nothing to do with it. Tifa was in a coma for 7 days. I thought she wasn't going to make it. If only I could have saved her. See, that's what caused Cloud to become angry at being weak, so he wanted to join Soldier. Ever since then, I felt Tifa blamed me. I went out of control, getting into fights with anybody. That was the first time he heard about Sephiroth. I thought if he was strong like him, maybe get stronger, then even Tifa would have to notice him. It all to get noticed. That was it. Sorry, Cloud. If I only remembered more clearly what happened, I could have done something sooner. Not your fault, Tifa. But I remember back when we were 8. That's it. Now I know. You weren't created 5 years ago. Exactly. Because if he was created 5 years ago, that memory would not exist. My childhood memories weren't made up. Hang in there, Cloud. A little longer. We've just found the real you. Yeah. You just realised there and then, like fully realised, that Cloud himself had to have been, it couldn't have been created 5 years ago like Sephiroth said, otherwise memories like that wouldn't exist. Proof is right there. We almost have the answer right in the palm of our hands. Because she now realises that's the real Cloud, because of that memory of a kid, the question is, how does Cloud know all the other memories, all the other bits? Where are you going? Going to the mansion. To the reactor. That's it, yeah, he goes to the reactor first. Back to the reactor 5 years ago. So he remembers going there. But obviously his memory and Tifa's memory of that bit doesn't match. I mean, the fact that she didn't die from the Sword Slash, you know, that's great. Should have brought her back. Hey, it's Cloud. It's not Cloud, it's Zack. Tell by the hair. Zack, see? He remembered. The Cloud remembers Zack. Right, it was Zack that came to Nibelheim. Then where were you, Cloud? Then we actually see Zack lost his fight with Sephiroth. Cloud, see it all? Did. Yep, he saw everything. And you can just make out the silhouette. Grabs the Buster Sword. That's right. Cloud was just a Shinra grunt soldier. And he doesn't speak to him. He just runs up and skewers him. Take that, Sephiroth. when Zack turned up with Sephiroth, there was 2 soldiers, and if you actually pay attention, like on the flashback bit when it goes through, you'll actually notice one that there was 1 soldier around, but also when the other people are doing their certain talks, like where Sephiroth speaks about the hometown and stuff like that, or look after and stuff like that, he's actually looking towards the soldier and not towards Zack or Cloud in the original flashback. So you've had it yet. So here, he in the trolley in the lowy bit, he was the one that was ill because he actually got motion sickness. Never made it into Soldier as a member of Soldier. Even left hometown telling everyone he's gonna join, but balanced and he didn't want to see anybody. When he turned up and saw Tifa, then he puts the helmet on. Zack's just like, yeah, whatever, man. When you look, Sephiroth looks that way at that guy that walks, that basically Shinra troop there, which is Cloud. And if you actually look at the original flashback, that's roughly where he's looking anyway. And during the heat, he remembers the heat and everything because he was the one lying down. Because he would have went into the house, and that would have been the part when he was lying on his bed, seeing his mum. Then he wakes up, sees that his mum's died, runs back, finds Tifa. He did come through for her. Obviously, he mortally wounds Sephiroth, who walks out carrying the head. Just like you. And, you know, we can't just let him walk away. Yep, so Zack shouts over, Cloud, kills Sephiroth. He runs after him. This time, obviously, he shouts at him, not like the last time he ran up and just stabbed him. And he gets skewered. Looking at that under the armpit. Through the chest or stomach or something. And it wiggles him around a bit. You know, he does the heroic thing. Gets himself down, pulls himself. There's a little wiggle. Lifts him up, and then heats him over the side. And that's actually how we got down into the live stream. Hi, Mad City, what's up? Why you playing this old game? Because we're a retro gaming channel. So we play old games. Basically any games that are old. We've been playing Mega Drive games on the Sunday. We're going through Final Fantasy VII, the original, on Monday, Tuesdays. We even play other slightly retro stuff like Dark Souls, stuff like that. Basically games that are old, retro style, we go through and we play on this channel. We also do walkthrough and guides of newer games and platinum and trophies leading to platinum trophies, but mainly we play a lot of like retro live streams. This is the part where Tifa fully realizes Cloud was there all along, kept everything right. Cloud now realizes what Sephiroth told him wasn't probably true. Memories go together, slowly starts piecing mind together, and then Cloud, fearless leader, comes back. You move close, you interact with him, tries to help pull Cloud through. Yep, that's it. He now remembers. He's starting to get a bit more lucid. Cloud, it's really you, isn't it? Yeah, finally meet again. Now he's finally whole. He's finally fully back to where he was. Hey, nice. You stupid jerk. You had us worried sick. You know, he's literally just had, like, severe makeup poisoning. He didn't know who he was. Yep, so she says everyone's waiting. They need to go home. Now they leave. Which is sort of, because of the live stream, I think they just float up. There you go. There's everyone next to the live stream. So that's the town of Medeal. Completely destroyed. Whole crew's here. Tifa wakes up first. Then Cloud wakes up. Pretty much back to normal. All the real Cloud. Did you find him? Cloud found himself. Yes. Yep, people have so many things pent up. That's her realize, like, fully realizing that what she fully remembered wasn't true as well. But, you know, because obviously she assumed they were friends since childhood, but they weren't. Now Cloud's back. Being caught up on the situation. Everyone, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. Everyone's like, don't worry about it. You know, you only gave a megalomaniac the capability of destroying the whole planet. Like, well, you know, I was never in Soldier. I made it all up. Same to being weak. Illusion. Physically, he's built like them. But, you know, he just never properly passed. He was never properly made to be on the same like level as Zack or Sephiroth or anything like that. Yep, he is who he is. He is Cloud. Master of his own illusionary world. Can't remain trapped in there. Planet to protect. There's lives to save. That's right. Become the hero you're meant to be, Cloud. Yep, he's the reason the meteor's fallen. We all know that. But he has to do everything. How to fight. Good. That's right. Time to save the planet. That's right, people. Talking's all over. Time to do it. Mean that? What? I don't understand. Yep. Ain't no getting off this train. Little laugh. There's a big sigh. Oh, Cloud. Cloud, deeply moved by your story. Hey, he was just there, listening all along. We can now pick our party. What we're gonna do is grab Yuffie, gonna grab Sid, because we need to take stuff off them. Doesn't cast it. Still in the middle of the mission for the huge materia. As everyone knows, we've already got 2 huge materia, which is the one from Fort Condor and the one from Coral. So the next one is at the underwater reactor in Junon. That's where we have to go. We'll go, speak to the pilot. We'll just land down here. And that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is where today's live stream ends. Due to current situations in the UK, Final Fantasy VII will return on Tuesday next week. We are still doing a blind let's play of Dark Souls 3. That is on tomorrow. That is tomorrow and Thursday at 1800 hours British Standard Time. Then after that, there's no other streams until Tuesday. We're back with Final Fantasy VII, where we'll be hitting the underwater reactor and doing some little side missions, get them all knocked on the head as well. Showing a couple of extra stuff to do. Then after that, we're back to hopefully finishing off Dark Souls 3. If you want to know our streaming schedule, there is a schedule available on our channel. If you go to our channel, you'll notice the schedule at the top. You can see all upcoming streams. Click on which one you're interested in, hit notify, and YouTube will notify you when we're live. If we've already done the next episode of this, you're watching this on playback, make sure, we got the video here. If you also want to know when we're live as well, you can hit the subscribe button. We do retro gaming about this channel, so blind retro playthroughs, old games, so games from as far back as Mega Drive era, all the way up to even 1 year retros, stuff like that. So hopefully everyone's enjoying the content. Goodbye and stay safe.